of time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go. 60-or.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing again. Stanley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. The quick slant caught. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry! Watch the screen! 57, Mike. 57.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Murray, hurry! Check 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Real. What's that? 6-6. Pull it. What's that?
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tano Passigno. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. A first down carry for Barkley. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Throwing on third and long. Stanley going. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike, 50, Mike.
From the gun, Stanley to Barkley on the check down. And he gets it down to the 32. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Stanley. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the...
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Ryan Glasgow busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try to take you out of that.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down, so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go, D.
They'll run on first down. Barkley And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Stanley. He dumps it off to Barkley.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and it's now 13-7.
Ravens 13. Cowboys 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Saquon Barkley running right. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready up.
50's the mic. I got you, boy.
Hey, high 7. Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. Gano for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Stanley sliding out of the pocket. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
What we got?
Regular. Run. 80 weapons. 55.
On 2nd down and 4. Mayfield. He's going to have the first. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. He's making some big-time plays getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Stanley eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Brett Kern now. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Real.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one run deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
You're out.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. He's back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saquon Barkley in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Gostkowski with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, Charlie. 57.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
180. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A huge play there in overtime. 47 yards. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
50. Escape situation.
13, spill, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley. He's going to launch. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there in overtime. 45 yards. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stanley. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.